welcome back to Talk with Nia. So let's get right into it. It looks like SZA's fans went to work, and now SZA's song Kill Bill will be promoted to US pop, rhythmic, and urban radio formats. Now, we spoke yesterday about how her fans were asking for Kill Bill to be put on the radio, and SZA told her fans to go ask for it and tell them I sent you. So shout out to SZA's fans going to bat for her, okay? Now let's move on. So Young Jock does an interview and shares that women and men sleep with producers to get beats. So listen to what he said.
For people to be sleeping with people for beats, I think it's very common. I think a lot of women be like, shh, men too. Yeah, I'm gonna tell it. Oh, so you think just because they men, they okay? You gonna play that naive? You know what I'm saying? It's women who want to get with a guy, right? Already, because they got a career, they trying to pop off, they trying to rub elbows, and then they can be fun of the guy or his lifestyle. Now she like, well, sure, won't you go on and hook me up? Like, hey man, you know what I'm saying?
Now, a lot of people were in the comments saying this is not new news. People have been knowing this for years. So what do y'all think about that? Now, I also wanted to talk about JT. JT felt the need to defend whether or not she had plastic surgery on her face after someone commented that JT got a lot of work done after a video of the City Girl circled on TikTok, which definitely seems to be an older video of the City Girl. JT responded and said, I didn't do anything to my face, but I do have new teeth and a lot of money for a better glam team. The nose still knows, all right? So, do y'all think JT got any work done or anything like that? Well, she addressed it, so we'll just go off of what she's saying. Now, let's move on to Glorilla. So, Glorilla gets featured on the Shade Room for basically a promo scam, all right, that happened to a business owner. The business owner claimed that she reached out to a member on Glorilla's team from an IG handle that was in Glorilla's bio for promo and ended up getting no promo after sending $1,200 for promotion. The business owner shared that Glorilla was saying to be careful of scams, and this business owner was extremely upset. She paid all this money and she did not get her business promoted. This also led to a previous situation that we talked about on this channel with the dance choreographer. Remember I talked about her, who said that she did a 5-hour session with Glorilla. I believe they were in Atlanta, and she didn't get paid by Glorilla's team. But let me play you a little version of this clip that came out.
Fro owns a small hair and body care line, and in early December 2022, she was elated when she saw that Glorilla was open for promotional content on her Instagram page. She says that Glorilla's manager told her one price, and when she paid it, he upped it $300 more. She says it then turned into a $1,200 nightmare. Glorilla has since taken this information off of her Instagram page, but Renfro says this is what enticed her. Quote, for all promo, contact at 11up_official. It also references Mark Ward as her management at a number with this 901 area code.
I got a response saying, hey, this is Mark, send me your number again so I can reach out through an email.
They went back and forth and started negotiating prices by phone. This time, it was a different number with a 470 area code.
He tells me that she usually doesn't work for anything less than $1,500.
She told him she could not afford it.
He goes on to negotiate with me and tell me he could work something out for about $1,000. So I'm like, okay, I'll find a way.
She says they agreed on a post and she sent him a $300 deposit.
So I sent him the money to this financial secretary with the first and last name. And once I send it over, I get the confirmation. I send it through Zelle.
2 days later, she says that she was asked to send another $900, which was now $300 over the original agreement. She says that she wanted the promotion bad enough, so she made it happen without a fight.
If you feel like it needs to be $1,200, okay. So I go ahead and pull all the money together, and it's like a no-go.
The next day, Mark Ward texted this, quote, my apologies if there was a miscommunication, but everything came up to $1,500. My assistant said that she mixed you up with another business.
So I'm like, you went from $1,000 to $1,200, now $1,500. And I'm like, I don't have any more money. Like, I can't see nothing else. Like, I got to live past this. So He's like, well, it's a guaranteed turnaround. You'll definitely get your money back plus some and all of that. And I'm like, no.
She says that she asked for a refund, and this was the response, quote, "Hey, I'm literally so busy. I stated there was no refund because I already locked you in for that date." But Renfro says that they never agreed on a date, and every time somebody called her on behalf of Glorilla, it was someone new with a different phone number.
He tells me, well, it's non-refundable. When I started calling the numbers and trying to get back in touch with everybody that I had talked to or any number that I had came to me, I'm not getting any answers.
So she aired it all out on Instagram.
I feel slow. I feel stupid. I'm kind of embarrassed.
And it got the attention of Glorilla herself.
Glorilla eventually sees it and she's like, I've been telling y'all for about a year, don't be getting scammed by that 470 number.
This is what Glorilla shared to her followers on Facebook. Quote, "I've been warning y'all all year about getting scammed by that same 470 number, but y'all want to be hard-headed. We will never reach out to you first. Plus, promo prices are not that cheap. If you call the 901-515 number and they answer, it's not a scam. If they call you, it's most definitely a scam. It's an app that lets you call from other people's number. Don't get scammed."
It lacked empathy in every way.
She hasn't received a refund or a post yet, and she's not alone. We told you last week that a choreographer named Ternika Goods called out Glorilla and her team on the Fox affiliate station in Memphis for failure to pay for a 5-hour dance lesson.
I was, again, really excited to work with Glorilla because she's from Memphis, I'm from Memphis. I was like, it was an amazing, chance.
Good says that she worked with Glorilla at an Atlanta-based dance studio back in August, and the rapper allegedly agreed to pay $1,500 for the lesson.
Her little signature move that she does. She was doing it one way, I choreographed it another way, and they've been doing it that way in every other show.
They documented the whole thing on Instagram, and she was told that she'd get paid the next time Glorilla was in Atlanta, but 4 months later, that never happened.
Putting that on my resume doesn't help pay my bills. That was 5 hours of my time that I could have been working on something else or doing something else. But here it is, I'm trying to go back and forth with grown men about who's supposed to pay me.
The Shade Room reached out to Glorilla's publicist to send us this statement on behalf of Glorilla. It says, quote, "I was made aware that an individual has been impersonating members of my team and deceiving people for money as part of a scam. I'm looking into the issue, but I'd like to encourage all of my fans and supporters to be very careful with how they communicate with online strangers. It's important to do research and take the appropriate steps to prevent yourselves from being victimized by cyber criminals posing as celebrity teams."
Even with that, it's like, why wasn't this done a year ago?
A good practice to think about is have a contract in place and make sure that the people that you negotiate with have valid and registered emails. You can also report any online fraud to the Better Business Bureau or the FBI directly at ic3.gov. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter.
So Glorilla, I'm going to need you to figure this out with your team, because this is the second time somebody's saying that they didn't get paid, by your team. Now, the first girl who was a choreographer, she actually was physically with Glorilla and did choreography. I don't know why that girl did not get paid. And now you have someone else. This situation happens more commonly when someone reaches out to you on social media and they're trying to get promotion and it ends up being a scam or something like that or whatever. But the girl did reach out to the Instagram page that was on your bio. So I don't know if they're going to do anything to kind of resolve this, but it definitely isn't a good look. All right. Now let's move on. So Bia has new music on the way. Are you ready for Bia to drop her album? All right. So I'm definitely looking forward to her album coming out. That should be really, really exciting. Now, I also wanted to talk about Quavo, because Quavo drops a song called Without You in honor of Takeoff passing away just a few short months ago. So the song just dropped. Did you guys get a chance to listen to it? A lot of people are in the comments, then they notice that Quavo seems a lot skinnier and he also looks like, he's in a lot of pain. So, have you guys listened to the song? It's definitely a heartfelt song. And rest in peace to Takeoff. You know, it's definitely a really sad situation that should have never happened. Now, speaking of this whole situation, not too long after the song dropped, basically it got put out there that Patrick Clark, who was arrested for shooting Takeoff, was released on a $1 million bond and left Harris County Jail in Texas on Wednesday night. So people were in the comments, they were letting people know that you only need to put down 10% of that amount, which would be about $100K, you know, for him to post bond. But wasn't Patrick given funds towards getting a private investigator? Remember that? So he had asked the judge for $5K to hire a private investigator due to him not being able to afford one on his own. And he also was trying to get his bail lowered. His initial bond was set to $2 million, but the court dropped it, you know, after his lawyer said it was excessive, okay? Now, a lot of people were wondering who posted his bail and what does this mean for the case? Patrick will be on house arrest, and he's not allowed to speak with people connected to the case like Takeoff's family, Jay Prince, and Jay Prince relatives. And he also has to wear a GPS monitor. So, what does this mean for the case? We will have to see as updates, you know, are given to us, but this man is out. Honestly, this whole thing is very unsettling to me, but we shall see what happens as this case continues to move forward and we get more updates with this whole situation. And that is all that I have for today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.